First step, write down the base number. Second step, the difference between the base number and your given number. So we got the difference as 7, that is plus 7, and here plus 10. Step number 3, draw the number of blanks as the number of zeros in your base number. So here you can see I have 3 zeros in my base number. I have drawn 3 blanks in my answer. Step number 4, you just multiply these two differences. What answer you get? 7 times I 70. 0. Yes. Now here again same thing. One blank is left. Okay, so what am I going to do? I will write down. I'll fill the empty blank with 0. Okay. Then either you go in this way or you go in the other way. In both the cases, don't you think I will get 1017? Yes, so this is your final answer. Put the heading numbers above the base, and in that you can write down this as example number 1. Shall I move on to the next sum?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Let us take another sum, say 1004 multiplied by 1002. Yes. First step, Mahika.
Ma'am, we'll write the base number, that is 1000.
Second step, Kirtana.
Plus 4 and plus 2.
Yes. Soham.
Ma'am, in the right side of the number, we will draw a line and we will write 3 dashes.
Very good. So we'll be drawing 3 dashes. Why? Because there are 3 zeros in your base number. Next step, Rohan.
Ma'am, we will multiply the plus 4 and plus 2.
So yes, your answer is 8. Now there are 2 blanks which are left empty. So you will be putting.
We will put the 2 zeros.
2 zeros, correct. And the last step, crosswise simply, right? So what is your answer? Your answer will be 1006. Yes. So did you see? With this method, okay, you can't even imagine if you sit with your traditional method to multiply 4 digits. So many of you though will give up on, I don't want to multiply. And you will leave that sum like that only. But by this method, don't you think that it is so easy? You get the answers so quickly. Yes. Finish with this sum?
Yes, ma'am.
Third example. Now the third example, I want you to solve. Okay. And then you send me the answer in the chat box. Okay, just a minute. This sum, you have to pay attention because there is a carryover in this sum. So pay attention. Method is the same. Method will remain the same. Now just pay attention. I want everyone to look at the screen. Step number 1. Again, what will be the step number 1?
Write the base number.
Yes. Step number 2. We have to be careful whether you are writing plus 200 or whether you are writing minus 200, because this plus or minus sign is going to decide what will be your left hand side of your answer. Okay, so be careful in this. Okay, then here the difference will be plus 20. Then put the number of blanks. Now here it's 1000. So you are having 3 blanks. 1, 2, and 3. Now, when you multiply this 220, what is the answer that you get?
4000.
4000. Now, don't you think 4000, if I have to write down, I need 4 digits. I mean, I need 4 blanks. But do you have 4 blanks in your answer? No, we just have 3 blanks. So what we are going to do? These 3 digits, we are going to write it as it is. And number 4 that you are having, pay attention. Number 4 which is left, you can't leave this number, right? You will be writing it as carry number. So this is one step extra that you are going to do. Why? Just because the number of zeros which are there in your base number are 3. But the answer that you got, okay, it's a 4-digit number. So 3 blanks are filled. फोर्थ वाले के लिए बेचारे के लिए जगह नहीं है, तो हमने क्या किया, उसको ऊपर कैरी ओवर कर दिया. ओके, So the right hand side part of your answer is done. The left hand side, normal way of doing it, that is 1200 plus 20 is 1220. Yes. So I will write down 1220. But this is not your final answer. Just a minute, I'll write it in the same line. 1220. But remember, this is not your final answer. Why? See, in the previous sums, this itself was a final step because there was no carryover. Now, in this sum, you have a carryover number, that is 4. So now your final answer, there is one more step that you will be having, you'll be doing. And what is that step? So your answer will be 1, 2, 2, 4, 0, 0, 0. That's it. This is the only extra thing that you will be doing. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone? Copy this sum. We'll take one sum, say 1, 2, 3, 0. Okay, say multiplied with 1003. Let us do together. So you're going to tell me the answer. The base number. Now I'm not writing down the word base number. I'll write the base number directly up. The base number will be
1000
yes. Good. Difference.
plus 230 and plus 3.
Very good. Number of dashes 1, 2, and 3. Yes. Now when you multiply this, what answer do you get? 690. 690. Now, see, either you can go like this or you can go like this. 1003 plus 230. Now, whichever you find easy, that you will be doing. So now here, I find 1230 plus 3 is more easy for me. So I will write down 1, 2, 3, 3. Now see, here you don't have any carryover numbers, right? So this itself is your final answer. Is this clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Now you are going to solve this sum. Now here, be careful. Your base number will be 10,000, right? So I'll give you one number. Say if I have to multiply 10,020 multiplied by, let us take the same number. So now let me see how many of you can get the correct answer. Don't be in a hurry. Okay, send me the answer in a chat box. Aneri correct. Rohan correct. Kirtana correct. Mahika correct. Then Soham is left. Soham, you don't want to send your answer, Soham? Soham, I think you have made some typing mistake. Just check. Otherwise, I think you might have got the answer correct. Let me solve it. So now see, I think Abhi is at least like this example now. I think you are thorough with the method. So now if you want, you can also like, this is 10,000. So 10,000 means here, the difference I can say orally also, okay, this is 20, this is 20. If you multiply this, okay, you get 400, right? The 10,000 means how many zeros you're having? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, see the base number will be what? 10,000. This is my base number.
Ma'am, there will be 4 dashes.
Yeah, there are 4 dashes. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. By mistake, I have drawn 5. So you will be having 4 dashes. Okay. So after this, the next step is what? You have to multiply 20 and 20. What do you get? 400. 400. One blank is left. So I'll put a 0 over there. Then either you go like this. Both the things are same only. So this is your final answer. So the final answer is, see, such a big answer you got, and that also within seconds. So I hope this is clear to everyone. Now we'll come back to our presentation. Now here again we are just revising the method. Now see, if I'm, and I know everybody knows single digit multiplication, yes or no? But this I have written just to clear that concept of yours, that is how many blanks you are going to draw. So just to explain that, I have taken like in this case your base number will be 10. So just to show you the example of base number 10, I have taken this simple multiplication, but I hope everybody knows this. Instead of doing with the method, you can also do it verbally. Orally, you may be knowing the table, right? So first here you'll write down the base number, that is 10. Yes, everybody agrees to this base number 10.
Yes.
Difference. Now just check. Now these numbers are below the base. Okay, can you see in the heading? The numbers which we are taking are below the base. Followed? So here it will be minus sign. So you have to be careful. So -2 and -3. Number of zeros is 1. So I'll put only one box. Okay, try to recall your method. Then multiply 2 3s are 6. So I'll be writing that 6 in that box. And then crosswise. That is 56. So it takes 7 is 56. Here, this was an example of base number 10. Let us take one more example. Same way, base number is 10 only. The difference -3 -4. Only one box I'll be drawing. Why? Because base number is having only 1 0. Clear? 3 4s is 12. Now be careful. See, 12, it's a 2-digit number. So I'll be just writing down 2 over here and 1 will get, this 1 will be carried over. I hope this step is clear to everyone. And the remaining step is the same, that is, we move in the crosswise way. So 7 minus 4 is 3. But this is not your final answer. Why? Because there is 1 still sitting on the head of 3. So he has to add that 1. So it becomes 42. Is this example clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Let us take another example. So 99 into 97, we have already seen it. Base number will be 100. Second step, difference. Third step, number of boxes, right? Fourth step, multiplication of the difference. So your answer is 3. But you will be writing 0 in the blank space. Then crosswise, 96. That's it. This is your final answer. One more example. Now just observe the screen. Just think, okay, difference is -5, yes. Then the next second may -8, yes. Number of boxes 2. Multiply 8 5s are 40. Okay. Last step, crosswise. And this is your answer. Base number. Now the next example here, I can take the base number will be 1000. Okay. The difference. Next, 3 boxes. Okay. 8 4s are 32. So the remaining blank will be with 0. Okay. Now next, crosswise. This is your answer. Next example. Difference. Number of boxes 3. Product 42. So the remaining blank with 0. Crosswise. And here is your answer. So I hope the base numbers, the numbers which are below your base number examples are clear to everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Now numbers which are above the base number. Same step. We have already seen this. The first step is again writing the base number. Second step is writing the difference. Third step is you have to draw the number of boxes. Okay, and then multiply the difference values. So you get 42. You have to write down that product in the boxes that you have drawn. And the last step, that is to carry the crosswise operation. Okay. Here again, now see if I take 12 and 14. In this case, the base number will be 10. The difference +2 +4. Only one box. 8. Crosswise. Answer is ready. Now here, in this case, same way, base number will be 10. Okay. Now see, this number 17 and 16, in both the cases, your base number is same. It is 10 only. +7 +6. But the box that I will be drawing will be only 1, because you have only one. You are having only 1 0 in your 10. So here you'll be having only one box. But the product is 42. So 2 I have written, 4 is carried over. Crosswise, you get 23. But this is not your final answer. Why? Because there is 4 still sitting on the head of 3. So you can't forget that 4. So I've written it in red, so you remember it. So your answer is 272. Same way for the next base number will be 100. So just observe the screen. I'm I'm written it stepwise only, so you'll be able to recall the steps. So this the third step is draw the number of boxes, multiply. This is the answer. Vacant blank will be written 0. That's it. Is this clear? Base number 100, both the sums.
Yes.
Now third, base number 1000. 3 boxes, product is 12, 0, 7, that's it. So I hope till here it is clear to everyone. Now you are comfortable with the method. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. We are going to do the third category. That is, what are you going to do? How are you going to solve when your one number is above the base and one number is below the base? Okay. Say, see the example that is there on the screen. One number is 12, other number is 7. Both the cases, what will be your base number?
10.
10.
10.
Second step, same. You have to write down the difference. So first case, when number for number 12, what will be your difference? Plus 2. And for 7, minus 3. Everybody agrees to this step. Now comes the interesting step, that variation that you are going to make. This step, that is number of zeros is 1. So one box only you are going to draw. The product here that you will be getting is minus 6. Okay. In previous both the cases, let it be both the numbers are above the base or both the numbers are below the base. In that case, your product was positive only in both the cases. You remember, say for example, I had minus 2, minus 3. So इसको हम multiply करेंगे तो हमें plus 6 ही आएगा. And when it was plus 2 and plus 3, in that case also the product was plus 6 only. So in both the cases, okay, in both the categories, the first two categories, both the cases we saw that the answer, the product that you were getting was positive only. Do you agree? Do you remember that? Yes, but in this case, when one number is above the base and the other is below the base, your product will obviously be negative only because एक difference plus में आएगा और एक difference minus में आएगा. तो ये compulsorily ये जो product होगा ये negative ही होगा. Okay. So in that case, how are you supposed to do? Previous case में हम क्या करते थे? जो भी product आता था, that you used to write it over here and that's it. Yes or no? But in this case, whenever your product is negative, okay, you can't do that way that we saw in the previous two categories. So then how are you supposed to proceed? So what we are going to do, now just observe the next step. Here, in the blank that you are having, you will be writing down 0. Pay attention. In the blank that you have drawn, see, since my product is negative, okay, the negative number has no permission. We cannot write down your minus 6 in the box. Do you have any, like, if I'm writing the, if I'm having two numbers, say 99, 908, 998 multiplied by say 1000 and say 2. If I'm getting the answer, do I have a number something like minus 8 in any blank? No, we all the numbers which are present are always positive numbers only. We don't have this type of option or this type of answer anytime. So you cannot write a negative number in your answer. So then what? And you also cannot forget the negative number because it will change the value of your question. Okay, we cannot ignore the negative sign. So for that purpose, what you are going to do, you are going to, first step is what? You have to write down 0 in the box that you have drawn. First write down 0. Is that clear? Next step will be cross multiplying, not cross multiplying, carrying out the crosswise operation, that is 12 minus 3, which is giving you 9. This step though, it is just like the previous one. Now this minus 6 which is waiting, okay, to get entry in this number, okay, that is the extra step that you are going to follow when your sum is of this category. So 90 minus 6, and that gives you 84. So this is one extra step that you have to remember. Okay, so what we are going to do, I'll just show this sum once again. So here your heading, put the heading, one number is above the base and one number is below the base. One number followed. The number that we took over there was 12 and 7. Now see this again, the table you know already. 12, 7 is 84. It's करने की जरूरत नहीं. But just we are trying to understand the method. Okay. So your base number will be 10. one number is above the base, so this will be +2. The other number is below the base, so it is -3. Next step, there is 1 0 in a base number, so I'll just draw one box over here. Next step, multiply. But the multiplication value that you get in this case is -6, which you cannot write down in this box. So अभी box तो खाली ही है, तो यहाँ पर हम 0 ही लिखेंगे. खाली boxes में हम 0 लिखते थे previous two categories में, तो यहाँ पर ये box खाली ही रहेगा because -6 को entry नहीं है उस box में, right? So you'll just put 0. 12 minus 3 is what? 9, right? This -6 will now come over here. You have to subtract. Why have to subtract? Because obviously your product is negative only. So this you have to subtract. That is -6. So your answer will be 84. So I want you to highlight. If you're having a highlighter or even with a pen, you can write down your important. Important step means what? That the product that you get, -6. Okay, that product you have to subtract from the answer that you get on the left hand side. This is the only extra step that you are going to perform when your one number is above the base and the other number is below the base. Let us take another example. So now I want you to write down the next example in your notebook. 97 into 101. First step, observe the numbers. What do you think? One number is above, one number is below, or both the numbers are above, or both the numbers are below?
One number is below and one number is above.
Yes, right? So base number is the same. Base number is 100. Write down the difference. Now do it simultaneously along with me. So you write it in your notebook. The difference is -3 and +1. Next step, number of zeros are 2. I will draw 2 boxes. Next step, multiply the difference. What is the answer? -3. Does -3 have permission to enter the box? No. It has to stay alone. Why? Because it is having a negative sign with it. So when the boxes are having no number, we have the habit of putting what? Zeros in those boxes. Is this clear? Till this much? Last step, as usual, 97 plus 1, that is 98. Yes, but that -3 is still waiting. We cannot ignore that -3. So next step is to subtract. Okay. So what is the answer that you get? 9797. One more example. Again here, the above number is 1002, which is above your base. Next number is 994, which is below your base. So I have written the difference. Now after that, what is the next step? 3 boxes, because you're having 3 zeros in 1000. Next step, multiply 6 and 2, you get -12. -12 has no entry. It has to stay alone. So when the boxes are having no number, you will be putting 3 zeros. Next step, the usual, that is a crosswise operation. So see, if you find 1002 minus 6 difficult, what you can do instead of that, even if I do in this way, 994 plus 2 is more easy. That is 996. I don't even have to think. But 1002 अगर है तो उसमें subtract करना है, borrow करना है, सब कुछ करना है, तो उसमें again you will get confused. तो इन दोनों में से जो भी step तुम्हें easy लगता है, if you are finding going this way easy, you can choose that. Your answer will remain the same. Don't forget this 12. You can't forget it. So -12, and this is your answer.
Done.
Okay, done. Did
Yes,
everyone
ma'am.
understand this small variation in this method?
My
So now
doubt.
we'll be solving some example. Yes. Yes, I'm coming. I know what is your doubt. So those doubts I will be covering. Don't worry. I know what questions are going on in your mind when the base numbers are different, when the numbers are separate. So we'll be doing different categories. For today, we are just restricting to the base numbers below, to the numbers below the base number, to the numbers above the base number. Okay. And one number is below, one number is above. We are having 2-3 more categories to cover up. Okay. So I'll be solving your doubt, Aneri. So don't worry. Coming to the next number, now I want you to solve this number. Now let me see whether you're able to do it or not. 95 into 150. Now let me see how many of you can do it. Mahika, your answer is right. Aneri, you check your answer. You have made some silly mistake. Mahika, your answer is correct. Kirtana, correct. Soham, you have made some mistake. Soham, did you get your mistake? Aneri, you have done, I think, subtraction mistake.
Yes, ma'am.
So you understood the method, or you're having doubt with the same method?
No, ma'am.
Okay. What is your doubt?
Ma'am, if a number in 2-digit number, if one number is 23 and suppose another number is 5, suppose. So,
Hmm.
ma'am, 23's base number will
Yes.
be 10 and 5's base number will be also 10. So, ma'am, we will be continuing with this method, that one number is above and one number is below the base number.
Yes, you can continue with the same method. But you have to
Okay, ma'am.
remember, like which sign you're putting plus the difference value that you will be getting. Okay. In that case, you have to put plus or you have to put minus. So that step you have to be careful. Anyways, we are also going to consider one more category of sums. Okay. But not today, because otherwise we have already studied 3 different categories. Okay. So if I try to take some more categories today only, you will get confused. So first you get thorough with this method, and this method, Nikhilam method or the base method, as I told you, it is very nice method, and you also can use this method for squaring. Now, I don't know whether you people have covered squaring in your math syllabus or not, but I think 9th standard students may be knowing. 9th, 10, 11, they know what is squaring. 8th standards, I don't know whether they have started with that chapter in your school, but what is the squaring topic, that is multiplying the same number itself. So for that chapter, so this method works like anything. It's very easy to find out the squares of the given numbers. Okay. So please be thorough with this method. Afterward, it should not happen that is after 1 week you are, this method you're not able to recall. It should not happen like that. Okay. So I hope everybody, it is clear. This sum is clear to everyone. I'll give you one more sum. Now this sum I want everybody to